You must be the new girl. You look a little lost. That's okay. I know what it feels like to be new here. Not to know what's going on or what's expected. That's scary, isn't it? My name's Ember, by the way. I've been here a while. I guess you could say I'm sort of the big sister around here. Hey, come sit with me by the window. It's the best spot in the whole place. See? You can look out over the cobblestone streets. The city looks all gloomy from up here. But sometimes, I like to imagine what the people are doing in the houses down there, living their lives. You know, it makes me feel connected to the outside world a little more. Like I'm not so far away from everything. I'm probably talking a lot, aren't I? I just remember what it was like when I first came here. I was scared too. I didn't know who I could trust or what would happen next. But it gets better, I promise. Hey, would it help if I told you my story? You don't have to tell me yours yet. Not if you don't want to. I know it can be hard at first, but maybe hearing how I ended up here might make things feel a little less lonely. Okay. So, it was about 3 years ago now. I was 8. My parents and I were out together, and, well, there was this terrible accident. Everything happened so fast. You know, we were just going about our day, and then everything changed. One minute, I was safe with them, and the next, they were gone. It all happened in a flash, and before I even understood what was going on, I was here. For a long time, I was really angry, mostly because it felt so unfair. But after a while, I tried to start holding on to the happy memories I had with my parents, instead of just the sad ones. Yeah, it didn't make my hurt go away, but it helped a little bit. What about you? What happened with your mom and dad? If you feel like sharing. It's okay if you're not ready yet, but I'm here to listen whenever you are. Oh, that's really hard. Oh, I'm so sorry. I can't imagine how much that must have hurt, or how scary it must have been to go through all that. But you're here now. You're safe. And you got me. You're not alone in this, okay? We'll get through it together, little by little. Now, let's talk about the matrons. They run things around here real strict, but they're not trying to be mean. I think they just want to make sure everything's under control, you know? You'll learn pretty quickly when to stay out of their way. If you hear them stomping down the hall, especially Matron Agnes, it's best to look busy. Pretend you're cleaning or something, reading a book, whatever. Oh, and definitely no sneaking snacks from the kitchen. I learned that one the hard way. Agnes has this nose for catching trouble. But don't worry, you'll figure it out. Oh, and guess what? There's a cat here. His name's Midnight. He's this fluffy black cat that roams around the place, but he's really shy. He'll only come to cuddle you if you're super quiet and still. What I do is leave a little space at the end of my bed on my blanket. Sometimes, when I'm really still, he'll come and curl up at my feet. It's nice to have him there. He doesn't usually stick around too long, but it's like having a little furry friend watching over you for a bit. Hey, if you're lucky, you might be his new favorite person. Speaking of which, did you bring anything special with you? Like something from before? Something from home? I know it's hard to leave home behind, and sometimes having a little piece of the past helps. Oh, a necklace. That's so beautiful. Look at how the candlelight catches it. I bet it's really important to you, huh? Your mom gave it to you? Listen, you should keep it safe. I like to tuck my things under my pillow at night. It's the safest place. No one ever looks there. And what else do you have? Oh, a stuffed bunny? That's adorable. You should keep it close. It's nice to have something to hug when you feel lonely, especially at night when the room gets quiet. I had a bear like that once. Kept it with me everywhere I went. Hold on to your bunny. It'll make things feel a little more like home. Let me tell you about some of the other girls here. There's Clara, always acting like she's the boss of everything, but the truth is, she's a total softie. If you stay up late enough, you'll hear her talking to her dolls. She'll never admit it, though. And then there's Belle. She snores louder than anyone I've ever met. You wouldn't think it, but at night, it's like a bear's in the room. You'll get used to it, though. We all do. And then there's Matron Matilda. Oh, she tries to be so proper, but one time she tripped over her own feet right in front of everybody. We all had to hide our faces so she wouldn't see us laughing. But, to be honest, sometimes I do get really lonely and sad in here. It can be hard, you know. When the potential parents come to visit, it's tough. You might want them to pick you, and sometimes they don't. It can hurt a lot, but I promise it's not because you're bad or you did anything wrong. It's just things don't always work out the way we hope. It doesn't mean they never will. You gotta stay hopeful. You know, never stop believing that something good is around the corner. Actually, I have a secret I want to show you. Look up to the sky. See that tiny star? Just barely peeking through the clouds? I like to make wishes on it. I know it's a bit silly, but it helps. Close your eyes. Make a wish. It can be anything you want, big or small. Just something that's yours. There. Now your wish is up there in the sky. Maybe one day it'll come true. You know what? I think I'm gonna call you Little Star from now on. It suits you. You're quiet now, but I can tell there's a lot of light in you, just waiting to shine. But anyways, we should probably get to bed now, or we'll both be in trouble with the matrons. And trust me, they do not like getting up during late nights. Don't worry, Little Star. I'm right next door if you need me. Just knock and I'll come. You're safe here. Okay? I'll see you tomorrow. Good night.